All right, here we go, guys. Racers ready. Marshall's ready. Everybody's going to go on the tone here in less than 5. And we're off and running. Julian going to lead them off here in that new team associated B7. Oh, all kinds of problems here in the back of the pack. It looks like Kenny went for a bit of a ride. Looks like Nolan now has rolled upside down. So here comes Kyle Pette in that number 2 spot as they come down that front straightaway. It's going to be Kai Goff in that number 3. Got a pair of associators right now running 1 and 2. X-Ray running in the number 3 spot. J.R. Mitch in the TLR in the 4. Gene Shroud in the S-Works in the 5. Kenny Setzer in the 6 and 7 for Manchester. Down across that start-finish line to go. Lap number 1 in the books. Lap number 2 now. Clicking off a 14.5 for our race leader. Clicked off a 14 flat earlier in the day. Don't know if the cooler temps may, well, he just clicked off a 14 flat there. He was clicking off some 13-second laps last night. See if he can find some extra speed, some of that magic here in that Associated. Comes across start-finish line. Got Kai Goff working that number 3. J.R. Mitch working the 4. Kai all over the backside of Kyle Pette for that number 2. As Julian already coming up on the backside of some lap traffic here. Coming on the front straightaway. Kai Goff works his way up in that number 2 spot now. Kyle Pette in the number 3. JR still working the 4. Kenny Setzer in the 5. Minute 15 down, 3:45 left to go. Race number 20 on the track. Race number 21 going to be coming up next. Two minutes down, 3 minutes left to go. Julian and Kai right now 1 and 2. Kyle Pette working the 3. J.R. Mitch in the 4. Kenny Setzer in the 5. Nolan Manchester in the 6. Gene Shroud in the 7. .230 down, 2:30 left to go. Julian right now leading the way. Last time by the line, he's 1.6 seconds up. Kai Goff now has closed that gap down to 1.5 seconds. Kyle Pette working the number 3. Kenny Setzer in the 4. J.R. Mitch in the 5. Oh.
Two minutes left.
Julian in that all blue associated with the yellow wheels. Clear wing coming across that start finish. Kai Goff working the number 2 spot, 1.2 seconds back. Kai is slowly reeling them in here. There's Kai Goff clicking off a 13.9 that time by. So Kai Goff moving. And Kai Goff now with a 13.8 as he comes by. That gap now down to 0.8 of a second. Oh, they got lap traffic they're going to have to deal with here. Julian coming up on the backside. JR giving him some line. Going to be coming up on the backside of Setzer here. Setzer going to pull over, let him come through. Kai right there as well. That gap is right now at 1.1 seconds as Julian clicks off a 13.9 now. These two are pushing hard here. They come down the front straightaway with a minute 15 left to go. 2-wheel drive modified buggy. A main number 1 out on the track. That all blue buggy. Your race leader. Kai trying to run down left. Julian as he's trying to work his way around that lap traffic down the front straightaway to go.
.45 seconds left.
Julian with 45 seconds left to go with the race lead. Kai Goff still within striking distance, 1 second back. Julian having a near flawless run here. Here he comes down the front straightaway. That gap now really beginning to open up between 1 and 2. It's a gap now 2.4 seconds with 30 seconds left to go. Everybody's going to run A2s. This battle isn't over with yet. 20 seconds left to go. Looks like A main number 1 going to go to Julian. Going to lead
15
this one
seconds
from
left.
tone to tone as he is out in front and stretching out that lead now. They got 4 seconds up on the field. Nolan Manchester finds himself in that number 3. J.R. Mitch working to 4. Kenny Setzer into 5. Kyle Pette 6. Gene Shrout into 7. As the race clock is about to expire.
Nolan Manchester done.
So it's going to be Kai Goff coming home in that number 2 spot. Manchester going to come home in that number 3.
Kyle Pette done. Gene Shrout done.
Julian going to take the race win. Julian Overis. Two-wheel drive, modified buggy, A main number 2. Brought to you by Jconcepts. About to get underway. All right, racers ready. Marshall's ready. Everybody's going on the tone here in less than 5. So it's going to be Julian leading them off over here with Kai Goff right behind him in that number 2 spot. Oh, man, looks like one of them bicycled in the corner. I think that was Setzer. So Julian in the Associated. Got the X-ray of Kai Goff directly behind him, followed closely by Kyle Pette. Also in the Associated in the 3. Kenny Setzer working the 4. J.R. Mitch in the 5. Gene Shrout 6. Nolan Manchester in the 7. So Julian took the win in A main number 1. We'll look to wrap it up here in A main number 2. Kai Goff come home in that number 2 spot. Kai with a lot of speed in his X-ray. It seems like it takes a little bit for that car to come in as he gets progressively faster through the 5-minute run. Just over 4 minutes left to go. It's Julian, Kai, Kyle, Kenny, and JR, your top 5. 1 minute down, 4 minutes remaining. Julian now with a 2-second lead here up on the field. You got Kyle Pette working that number 3. Kenny Setzer in the 4. You're 130 down, 3:30 left to go. That battle now really starting to tighten up for that number 2 spot as Kyle Pette closing the gap here on Kai. Kyle Pette coming across the line. Oh, nope, giving up a ton of time here. Now it's going to be Kenny Setzer that's battled his way back up to that number 3. Last time by the line, Julian with a 1.7-second lead. That gap staying right at the same as Kai now starting to click off those 13-second laps here once again. There's Julian, Kai, Kenny, Kyle, JR, Nolan, and Gene. Your running order. Closest battle right now between Kenny Setzer, Kyle Pette, J.R. Mitch, and Nolan Manchester. That's for the 3, 4, 5, and 6 positions. 2:30 down, 2:30 left to go. Julian streaking across the line with a 3-second lead right now up on the field. Kai going to close that gap down to 2.7 seconds. They picked up 3/10 on that lap. Just over 2 minutes left to go. Oh, Julian going to click off a 14-1 that time by Kai Goff, 14-2. Kenny Setzer in that number 3 spot.
2 minutes left.
Right now, 7.4 seconds back at the race lead and 5 seconds back at Kai for the 2. .330 down, 1:30 left to go. Julian coming across the line right now, 1.5 seconds up on the field. Kai Goff in that number 2 spot. Kyle Pette now 6.2 seconds back at the 2. Kenny Setzer in the number 4.
1 minute
Aaron
left.
Mitchell at number 5, Nolan Manchester in the 6, Gene Shroud in the 7. Four minutes down, 1 minute left to go.
45 seconds left.
With 45 seconds remaining, and Julian now going to lose all that lead as Kai Goff now closes up behind him. 7/10 of a second the gap with 35 seconds remaining. Kai Goff trying to close in on Julian here. Kai Goff 13.9 last time by to Julian's 15 flat. Oh, Julian going to click off a 14.2 to Kai's 14.3. Race gap last time by line, 8/10 of a second. 15 seconds left to go in this race. These guys are going to squeeze in one more lap
left.
here. 10 seconds remaining. Going to be close back to the line to see if they get one more. Think the clock is going to expire. 5 seconds left to go. Oh, it's going to be really, really close.
Julian Oliver's
Oh,
done.
man, they both
Kai
get
Goff
caught
done.
at the line. They're both done. They're separated by 3/10 of a second. So Julian going to come home and take the
Gene
win
Shroud done.
overall.
Kyle
Kai
Paquette
Goff
done.
going to come home in at number
Kenny
2.
Setzer
Kyle
done.
Paquette going to come home in
J.R.
3.
Mitch
Kenny
done.
Setzer in the 4.
Nolan
J.R.
Manchester
Mitch in the
done.
5.